Hello, I'm Ali. My website is psychically.net. I'm going to be doing the astrology readings for Pisces, okay, the week Monday the 27th of April to Sunday the 3rd of May 2020. Okay, so a typical Pisces, I should know I am a Pisces. Okay, so if you imagine the fish as I'm describing, so this can be, they're very bubbly, okay, they can be changeable, as in changing of directions. They can be absolutely adamant, I'm not going to do that, no, I'm really not going to do that, no, I'm not, and it's, oh, all right then, I can be persuaded. So they kind of sometimes go with the flow, okay, sometimes to their own detriment sometimes, but they like to put a face on and say everything's okay, even if sometimes it's not, okay. You kind of never know sometimes how they're feeling unless they trust you and let you in to their feelings. Otherwise they'd just put the mask on. Okay, that's a typical Pisces. So we're going to do the beginning, the middle and end of this week. Oh, card that flipped over was the come on then, bring it on, I'm ready for you. Whatever you've got for me, I will succeed. Nothing is going to stand in my way. So it's the determination card, that one. So yeah, so beginning, middle and end of each week, and we're going to do finances, a general reading and love as well. So okay, so I'm just going to get on with that now. So let's have a look. Right, so the beginning of the week starts with big changes, like life-changing changes starts this week for Pisces. Okay, there's a mischievous side to you, okay, things that are never going to be the same again. Does that make sense? So where you once thought was going to stay the same, that's always been like that and it always will be, is going to be a little bit different. I do feel this is to do with restrictions, something to do with the restrictions, and then maybe no restrictions, restriction, no restrictions, so something along those lines. I do feel that there's somebody who's playing games, okay, around you Pisceans, and I feel that you might need to cut this person away from your life. It's kind of like getting rid of the dead wood so that the new shoots can grow. So this can be something to do with your you know, even kind of friendships and people and acquaintances. It's like if they are not doing you any good, if they're making you feel worse, then it will be a kind of a shedding time for you. To do with your finances, Pisceans. Okay, so you've got the Hierophant card, and you've got the Tower. That's interesting. So if you imagine the Hierophant is to do with spiritual teaching, spiritual things. The Tower indicates eruptions. So things that are erupting, things that are changing, things that won't go back to the normal, okay, when you get the Tower. So it's got to be on your linked with the spiritual side of things, linked with the psychic side of things. So obviously there are big changes ahead there. Who knows what they are? Okay, we just don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, to do with your, if I was doing other people's, which I am, I would look into that. So I'm going to look into that. Okay. Let's get rid of the wire. Right, so what do they mean by that? Okay, so it's all about somebody trying to compare one to the other. You know, somebody might be comparing you, and you're very annoyed with that. It's like, well, you can't compare that and that. So it could be that somebody is trying to copy you, or somebody's trying to be the same as you. Somebody is making it out that that you are copying somebody. So it's something to do with that. Okay, but there will be a compromise being made from it. So the compromise will happen. You may have to kind of get your armour on, ready to initially stand up for yourself. Okay, I don't feel this is actually bad. I just feel this is to do with, you know, sometimes we've got to befriend people that aren't necessarily great for us, but they are a necessity. So that's all the message I've got. So sometimes it can be cryptic. It's going to make more sense later. And remember, I'm reading for myself as well. So when I do my own readings, I have to leave it as in I'm not going to get to the bottom of what this is. But later on, as the reading comes about, you can then see it. So let's have a little look. Okay, emotionally. So linked with your emotions. Okay, so it could be that you're going to send a signal out to your friends, to people that are close to you, that you need help. Okay, that you might need a shoulder to cry on, you might need somebody to stand up for you. There might be something along those lines that you're needing to you're needing to get. There's somebody close to you at this time who just wants an easy life, so they might not want anything to do with your drama, and in which case you're going to feel quite cheated and quite upset because you are always there for theirs. So imagine that is the case. It sometimes means that it's like, well, this is the last time that I'll ask you. Okay, it's the last time that I'll bring you into my central friend unit. Okay, because if you can't be there for me now, well, now that I've finally asked, you know, what are you going to be like when I really do need you? You know, I need you, but sometimes there's kind of like a need and a need, isn't there? But yeah, it just feels as if this person just wants an easy life. So, you know, it's an okay start to the week, but I wouldn't say it's absolutely fabulous. So that's the beginning. So then you've got the middle, okay, of this week. Middle of the week, much brighter. Okay, so I feel as if you're going to have some fabulous new ideas about your home. So that could be changing the furniture around, that could be changing rooms, doing something a bit different. It could be decorating, it could be, I don't know, sorting out everything, changing one drawer set for another. I don't know, there's just lots of kind of changes and things in the home, and I'm seeing that being something that you will enjoy doing. See, your spirit guides are all around you. Your spirit guides are there, battling with you, making sure that you're okay. Remember that your loved ones and the guides are in your spirit world, but they are going to help you. You have to ask, though. You have to make sure they can't interfere with your life. They will if it's a life or death situation. Obviously, they're going to come in and help you. But if it's something to do with you've got to make your own pathway, you've got to make your own decisions, we can't help, but they can help maybe shine a light, does that make sense, on the pathway that's going to be the quickest one to get where you need to be. Does that make sense in life? But they won't kind of go, no, don't bother learning that lesson, skip that one and go here. Okay, because sometimes we have to go down the line, we have to go down dead ends that we think, what did I do that for? Why did I choose this person? That was a waste of I don't know however many months in a relationship with that person. But if you didn't have that relationship with that person, you wouldn't come out with the knowledge and the enlightened feeling that you have, which is needed for the new relationship that you're going to get together with. Okay, so look at the finer detail and what's happening in the outer world regarding the lessons that you're having to learn, so but on the whole, they will help you as much as they possibly can without interfering, okay, with those lessons. So emotionally, you have got high expectations. You kind of know what you want, you know what you don't want as well, okay. But I do feel as if you can be changeable. Remember, you're a Piscean. So it can be that you're absolutely adamant that you're never going to put up with this again. And then later on it's like, oh, but they didn't mean it. They were really stressed and perhaps I could have done things differently. And now, do you want a kick? You need to shake yourself off now, please, because life isn't like that. other people have stresses and they don't take it out on other people. Other people might need, you know, maybe you to guide them and to tell them that they're not doing, you know, they're not treating you well. Okay, so you just have to look at the expectations of yourself. Understand, are they too high or are they reasonable? Okay, how do you treat other people? Should be the mirror image. Does that make sense? So how you treat others should be how you get treated. Okay, it should be just that. So it's like the blend of eternity. Does that make sense? It's constantly flowing back and forth between you, between friends, family members, love life. Okay, it should be an easy balance. There shouldn't be one person who takes more and gives very little. It will eventually burn out. It won't work. Okay, so to do with emotions with the other person. The other person wants to believe in the happy ever after, okay, and they keep talking about the fact that they want the happy ever after, but are they really secretly thinking, oh, but what if? Does that make sense? The fear in the background, okay. Now, whatever that fear is, that person needs to get rid of it, and otherwise they're bringing it to them. So even if it's like something that you never want, you know, the more focus you get, the more you'll have it. You know, so the law of attraction, listen to the law of attraction. In fact, I'm going to be doing a class on law of attraction this Wednesday evening. If anybody would like to join in, you're welcome to. It will be on my new Facebook page, Psychically 1-to-1. Okay, so I'll be doing a live class there. I was doing it on Alison James, but the friends list has gone way up, so I think I'm going to have to go over to the page Psychically 1-to-1. I'm hoping I can do videos there. I'll have to see. Anyway, if not, it will be back over at Alison James. But yeah, so I feel, you know, think, have a little look at the emotional side of things and how you're reacting to things, what it is that you're doing or wanting, okay, in your life, Pisceans, okay. So now the end of, okay, so yeah, this is the end of this month, week. The end of this week, we've got a little bit of boredom going on. It's like, oh, fed up a bit. I want something new, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. It could be that you're bored of doing what you're doing, even if it's a leisure thing. It could be that, you know, you want something that's going to stimulate your mind and get you to kind of leap out of bed in the morning and think, oh, I'm going to do that today. So because of lockdown, sometimes we're kind of like, oh, what day is it? I don't know what day it is. What hour is it? I just don't know. Is it morning, noon? Everything's kind of gone out the window, which is kind of nice in a way. Means that you haven't got to, you know, stick by time and stuff. Obviously, unless you're a key worker, in which case your life hasn't changed. But yeah, this feels as if it's, you know, if you're bored, find something to do. Start a new project. Think about what you're gonna maybe sort out your wardrobe, or, you know, you've always wanted to repair that or change that. You know, lots of different things that you could do. Ready to get organised, because life is going to go back to being busy soon. So at the end of the day, you know, isn't it best to get all those things done? Because we keep thinking, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And then when we're busy, we're going to go, why didn't I do that when I had the time? So anyway, okay, so they're talking about some sort of barriers. And like I said, I feel the barriers being lifted. Something to do with being lifted here. So don't be surprised if you're not kind of thinking there's an announcement about the lift. That's what they're saying. There's somebody new around you being drawn into your life. This doesn't have to be somebody of a to do with love life. Sometimes this can be a person who is very good to you, who you need to have. Okay, they're there for a reason. People come into your life for a reason, a lifetime, and a season, or something like that. I can't remember. My mum told me that. So because sometimes people are meant to just come into your life just for a little bit and then they go again. And but they was just as significant as if they'd been in your life for months. Because they came with a purpose, they came with a reason, and I feel that's one of them. Does that make sense? So this is what's going to happen. A significant person is coming into your life around the end of this week who will teach you something, help you in some way, but they'll be very important to you. On a financial level, learning the temperance. Okay, so it's about temperance, it's about balance, it's about finding this kind of balance of work, rest and play. Does that make sense? Making sure that you do that, because sometimes if you're anything like me, you're a workaholic, you have to kind of physically go, right, now come on, now go and relax in the bath, or go and do this, do you see what I mean, and you know, chill out a bit. Because if you love what you do, then it's not a chore. So if that's the case for you, then sometimes we have to go, you know, let's give myself a little bit of structure so that I can get the balance back in my life. Linking to you emotionally at the end of this week. Stop judging yourself. Stop it. You don't need to judge yourself anymore, okay? Whatever you're doing is in a selfless way. Pisceans are known to try and please others, okay? They're known. But what they also do is sometimes they can be martyrs, okay? Martyrs for the cause. You know, I'm going to do this until I drop down on the floor. Does that make sense? So, yeah, there's a little bit of drama around Pisceans. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not dramatic at all. How dare they? Anyway, this is something to do with stuff from the past coming down. So don't be surprised if there's something that you need to deal with that you felt that you've already dealt with, and that could be for past life, that could be for the past in this lifetime. So what is it there's an issue of? Okay, now again, I'm sorry, but I'm not deliberately touting for business here because it's free, so how can I be touting for business? This is Wednesday night. I will be doing law of attraction, cosmic ordering, affirmations, angel cord cutting. So cord cutting from crap from the past, getting rid of it. Okay, you no longer need it. All right. So learn the lesson, then move on. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean to say it takes it away. What it does is it takes away all the negative stuff for it. You keep the lesson. So yeah, so that's what I'm seeing in your life, Pisceans. And if you did want to join in that, it's Psychically 121 on Facebook. Okay, anyway, take care. If you wanted a reading with myself, go to the website Psychically, psychically.net. Sorry, I've got so much pain now. See, martyrdom, you know, I just wanted to complete all the astrology signs, so I've done it. Woohoo! I'm going to celebrate. Bye.